Hi, this is Rebecca, and today I want to talk about pursuing your purpose in light of resources. A lot of people feel like I don't have what I need to be able to do everything that I want to do. I can't pursue my dreams because I don't have the money right now. I don't have all of the skills that I need right now. I don't have the time that I need right now. I don't have the energy to be able to do that. And I want to help you with kind of reframing your thinking so that you can be able to move forward, starting with where you are right now. Because if you always are waiting for all of those resources to just fall into your lap, you could be waiting a whole lifetime, and then you're going to miss out. Instead, what you need to be looking at is, what do you have? Instead of coming from a place of lack, I lack this, I lack that, you need to look at what is in your hands right now. What skills do you have today? What money do you have today? What time do you have today? What energy do you have today? And how are you going to invest those things in order to move forward? Even if you have absolutely zero money, what time do you have? Even if you have no skills for what you want to do yet, what energy do you have? What are you giving? How are you investing those things that are in your hands right now today? Now, consider, if you will, I read a story recently about a 17-year-old student in California who had an old cell phone. And he decided that he was going to trade it on Craigslist and look for some better thing that he could barter for. And he continuously traded over the course of 2 years. You know, there was a computer in there, there were dirt bikes in there. He kept trading until after 2 years, he got himself a Porsche. And so, instead of thinking, I just have this old stupid cell phone that I'm not going to use, and throwing it away, and meanwhile sitting on his couch and dreaming about someday maybe I can possibly have a Porsche, he took the old cell phone, he invested it. He found a way to use what was in his hands. He took the time, took the energy, took whatever he had until he got what he wanted eventually. And it really only took 2 years, which in my mind is pretty good to go from a cell phone to a Porsche. So you need to start looking at, what do you have? And how are you going to use that to invest into your future? Now, there is an interesting byproduct that you're going to find, I believe, as you do this. The more that you are investing, whatever it is that you have, into those things that are going to push you forward, that are going to propel you towards your dreams, you're going to find that things become renewable energies in your life. That money is going to grow, it's going to be invested, and it's going to bring forth other monies for you. Those skills are going to grow, and they're going to bring forth other skills for you. Your time is going to be invested in ways that you're going to find all of a sudden you have more than you think you do. And I know you don't believe me right now, because there was a time where I thought, you know, I have all of these things that I want to do. I have all of these dreams, all of these goals, all of these ideas. But I work a full-time job, and I have a family, and I do, and so I have no time. But what I found was, when I started just using whatever little bit I had, even if it was during a lunch break, or, you know, on a Saturday afternoon, spending a little bit of time investing what I did have, what time and energy I did have into something that was going to help move me forward, all of a sudden, that became a renewable energy in my life. Think of it this way. A car running on a battery. It can run for so long before that battery is going to need to be recharged. And the same works for you. You're going to be able to go so far before you're going to need to recharge somehow, whether it be from sleep, whether it be from leisure activities, or just vegetating. You're going to need to recharge somehow. You're going to have to take a break. But a car has a magical device called an alternator that continuously charges the battery as the engine is running. What if you had an alternator that your energies could be continuously charged? The very interesting thing that happens, the more that you invest your energies in things that are going to move you forward, the more your energy is going to be renewed. It functions like an alternator. When you're doing things that are really constructive, productive, helpful, and fun for you because that was part of your purpose, that was part of the way you were designed, when you're doing those things, it recharges you naturally, almost magically. And you find that all of a sudden you have way more energy and time and all this other stuff than you thought you did. And all of a sudden you see that you've moved a lot further towards your goals and towards your purpose, your destiny, further than you thought you would have in that amount of time. So it is possible. And here's where you start. You start with set the goals. Write down the dream, write down the vision, the purpose that you're aiming for, and set the long-term goals towards getting there, as well as some shorter-term goals, as well as some daily disciplines that you can apply to help you move forward. Now, even if you don't meet all of those goals exactly when you expected to, you're going to move further than you would have otherwise. Think of goals as like setting deadlines on your dreams. It's a way to help you move past tendencies that you may have for perfectionism, that it all has to be just right before I can do anything with it, or procrastination, that, well, tomorrow I can work on that. And the deadlines with those goals will help you to push past those tendencies and move forward. And again, even if you don't perfectly meet them every time, it's going to move you forward more than you would have otherwise. Now, the last thing I want to add to this is the idea that you can't be too hard on yourself. If you are constantly beating yourself up because, oh, I set this thing in my mind that I was going to have this discipline every day, and it's already only 9 o'clock in the morning and I already messed up. If you beat yourself up over that, you're going to just lose the battle. You need to recognize, okay, it's all right, I messed up. Pick yourself back up. You have the rest of the day, you have tomorrow. It's better to have messed up. That is not the failure. The failure would be to give up or to not have the goals at all. So set the goals, put the deadlines in front of you, remind yourself of them every day. In fact, start your day with reframing your thinking in line with what you want to do, how you're going to do it, and moving forward in that. And then do the best that you can to actually push yourself, regardless of if you sometimes mess up or whatever. With that, I look forward to talking to you again next week. Every Monday, I'll be putting up a new video. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you so much.